European Tour Event gewinnen können. Er ist bekannt als der schnellste Werfer auf dem Planeten Erde. Herzlich willkommen dem Dutch Destroyer Vincent van der Voort. Vincent van der Voort muss ran gegen einen der besten Pro-Tour-Spieler der letzten Jahre. Er hat 7 PDC-Titel einfahren können. Ist in der Weltrangliste aktuell die Nummer 17 der Welt. Aus Stoke-on-Trent, Ian Diamond White.
Well, you may have missed it because Big Vincent was in the way, but Ian White did do the dab there, as if he was going to do anything else. The world number 17, the Diamond, a former Euro Tour finalist, takes on Vincent van der Voort, a former Euro Tour winner, and a former UK Open finalist. The Diamond has a whole host of PDC titles to his name, but he hasn't added to them this year. He's been the final of floor events, but hasn't gone on and won anything. In the final Pro Tour event of the year, can the Diamond go and add to his haul of PDC titles? On the European Tour this year, he keeps running into big names. He's had a succession of either big name players or players who've just thrown absolutely fantastically against him. Often, as he's come here as one of the seeds. He is the number 12 seed here today. Robert Malarkey is unseeded for this Happy Bet European Darts Trophy, but I guarantee you will be involved in the final day of action, won't you, Rob?
Indeed, yeah. Just outside the top 50 in the Pro Tour order of merit right now, Dan. Watching, let's face it, a serial quarter-finalist.
Ladies and gentlemen, for
this year.
Vincent to throw first.
8.
Game on.
In all competitions. A couple of semi-finals. Also a finalist at the 12 Players Championship in Milton Keynes in May. That was his first final of 2017. Made another in June, losing to Lodcross and Gary Anderson, respectively. That was when he walked past the post-match interview, wasn't it, with carrier bags in hand?
Yes, that was the time.
Do you remember that, Dan?
I do remember that. I'm reminded of it on a daily basis.
One of only 3 players to have beaten MVG on the European Tour this year. Made the semi-finals in Saarbrücken. Saarbrücken. I sounded Scouse when I said that.
I don't know why you said it that way.
Saarbrücken. Probably because I've just been keeping an eye on the Liverpool game. 0-0, my word. Needed a couple of matchsticks to keep awake during that one. I had half an eye on that one, half an eye on Joe Cullen. Guess which was the more entertaining?
I guarantee watching Joe Cullen is more entertaining than 99% of all other sporting offers that you have today.
140.
These two can be very entertaining when they get going. Vincent van der Voort, one of the fastest throwers in the world, and Ian White, one of the most consistent.
81.
And as I said, leading up to this, Ian White has just had a rather annoying habit from his point of view of seeming to bring the best out of people.
140.
Look at the players he's lost to on the European Tour this year. They've so many 100 averages. Martin Schindler threw his best ever game on the European Tour until yesterday when he beat him
41
earlier on this year. I think that was Austria.
It was 6-2, yeah.
Mervyn King beat him at the European Darts Open, played very well. Okay. Why not?
20.
Hendo in Maastricht.
Uruguay one.
Yeah, Hendo, yeah.
Hendo weekendo, that one. No Hendo this weekend.
No.
Sad to see after his exploits in Dublin as well.
Oh, yeah.
Go on,
Oh,
then.
yeah.
Vincent!
20 ball. Why not Vincent van der Voort?
100.
And a 180 in response from the Diamond, Ian White.
Yeah, Kurt Bevins just had to take a second glance at that second bullseye, but it did find its way through.
58.
We have seen some pretty special finishing once again this weekend. I mean, James Wilson's 156 in the start of the Chizzy match.
55.
I mean, that's been completely usurped by events elsewhere. Richardson's 170 yesterday. That's just been forgotten about.
Love a ball finish.
85.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Van der Voort can do that, though. He's done it before. coming up with that champagne moment. I mean, he might go on and lose this match, but if he does, he's given the crowd one heck of a moment there.
140.
Well, I mean, he needed it because it was only a hold to throw. And Ian had already missed a couple of darts for the leg. But he's
81.
completely shrugged it off the diamond.
126.
No need to start on the 19s here.
Great stuff. Absolutely great stuff.
86.
Yeah, no bother there. Leaves himself double top.
Well, Van der Voort kick-started his campaign this weekend with, well, he had 2 qualifiers first of all, but Nico Bloom was his first round victim. 6-3 against the 16-year-old. Ian White levels things up.
The leg of Vincent to throw first. Game on.
Only averaged 89 and a bit yesterday, Van der Voort as well, so you feel he has to put in a step up in class here, and well, he's certainly done that so far. But one apiece now.
Yeah, some nice words to say about young Nico at the end of his match. Vincent van der Voort.
60.
Pretty complimentary things to say about German darts in general, and we will see just whether we can find a German player making it through to the final day of action. We've got 2 shots at it. Martin Schindler, who was fantastic yesterday. He's got a very tough assignment against a man looking for his 6th Euro Tour title of the year in Peter Wright tonight. But the final game of this afternoon session will see Rene Idem playing as well. The Cube takes on the Bullet, Stephen Bunting. But the Bullet is having a bit of a renaissance
99
in his PDC career after a tough couple of years.
Certainly is.
And I think that's a very, very tricky one for Idams to come through. Certainly looks trickier today than perhaps it might have done 6 months ago.
Or even 6, well, not 6 weeks ago, but maybe.
Well, yeah, not very long ago at all. I mean, it's only a matter of weeks since Stephen Bunting started
83
going on runs. He had back-to-back quarterfinals on the Pro Tour. He had a good weekend in Dublin before the World Grand Prix. He actually played some decent stuff at the World Grand Prix itself, although he went out in round 1.
Well, he had too much darts, didn't he? Well, he missed
95.
too much darts to beat Peter Wright.
He did, yes. He did.
And
he could well have won that game.
He could well have won that, and then from that moment on, who knows? But as it is, he's in a very good place right now, certainly in a much better place than he was. Didn't qualify for the last 3 European Tour events, so it's great to have him back on the stage. He's seeded this weekend as well after the late withdrawal of Mensur Sulovic. But the downside of all that is he could face MPG in the next round.
He requires 60.
Unless Zoran Lurchbacher has something to say about that.
Ooh, Zoran 100 average in the first round, Lurchbacher.
Against
I
Michael.
wouldn't want to play him.
Game shot on the 3rd leg.
Vincent van der Voort edges back in front with double top.
Game on.
Has made one final on the European Tour in years gone by. That was a 6-3 defeat by Adrian Lewis in the final of the German Masters in 2012. Ian White's only European Tour final appearance so far. Certainly has gone close in the meantime, particularly this year. Semi-finalist in the German Darts Open, twice a quarter-finalist as well this year on the European Tour. As Dan said, losing
82.
to, well, inspired opposition. Rob Cross did for him at the German Darts Grand Prix, 6-2 that day, and Michael van Gerwen did for him in the German Darts Championship at the start of the year as well.
100.
But a fair cluster of second-round defeats for Ian White. Not picking up any ranking money, ranking points, as far as those premature exits go. But these 2 players will be involved in the European Championship at the end of this month. Van der Voort just above the dotted line at the bottom of the table.
60.
Came into this weekend with £14,000 on the European Order of Merit. That should be enough, or should be just about more than enough.
Yeah, he's safe. They will be there. It's just a question of
100.
whether they can take a Euro Tour title. For Vincent, it would be his 2nd.
Yeah, he might be overtaken by 1 or 2. Nathan Aspinall could overtake him.
119. In you require 120.
For example. Anyway, White looking at Shanghai around 20s for a chance to restore parity here at 2 apiece, and he's found the treble 20 as well, stepping over back to the left-hand side, right through the middle of those 2.
Shot on the 4th leg.
And he takes it out for a 120.
It leg is Vincent to throw
Expertly
first.
done that from the diamond. You could just see he'd covered a bit of the treble bed, moved over to the right and hit it, moved back to the centre and found double top.
99.
Tight one, this. And the Diamond averaging 101 right now.
140.
That'll push it up a little bit. There we go, to 104.
Are there 8 seeds again, by the way, in the Europeans?
Yes, it'll be 8 seeded players and then
32.
What, 24 others just drawn
I'm just
hither and yon.
Just wondering if White has an outside chance of claiming a top 8 place. 7 adrift of Benito van der Pas going into the weekend.
177.
Needs others to mess things up as well, though. It's a long shot, and he needs to go far himself. I don't think he'll be thinking about that right now, to be honest.
177.
He'll be thinking about that 177, though, from Van der Voort.
Back-to-back 177s. It's like Kirk Bevin's birthday here. He loves a 170-plus score. Oh, my word! 3 magnificent visits. Make it 4, Vincent.
Well, there's the 3 chips off.
Still not bad, is it? Well, what a leg of darts this is. Double 8 for a 10-darter. Magnificent Ian White.
Ian White. Second leg is Ian to throw first. Game on.
Oh, what a way to break throw. Absolutely superb from Ian Diamond White. That was eye-catching stuff. Kurt Bevins loved every minute of that.
121.
A 177, a 140, a 177 and a 168.
Sexy stuff from the Diamond, and in charge
45.
of this one and threatening to go and chuck a ridiculous average halfway through this game. And he's not stopping, he's kicked in the Diamond. He's got this, he can do this. We know, I mean, this is why he's won so many PDC titles. The only weird thing is that Ian White has not gone beyond the quarterfinal of the major tournament, because he's been there so many times, 7 times a quarterfinalist, come so agonisingly close to taking the next step. And if he just does get past the quarterfinals of a big one at some point, he could go on and win it, because he can do this kind of thing.
In you require 103.
Well, 10-darter. Could be a 12-darter coming in here. Double 17. Not to be.
47.
Chips off 47. Should get 2 darts for the leg and a 4-2 lead to open up a gap in this match for the first time.
83. In you require 56.
Some brilliant scoring from White over the last 2 legs. Tops them.
36.
Just opens the door ever so slightly for Vincent van der Voort. He needs another champagne moment here. 133 check out, not beyond him, but it's beyond him now.
57. And you require 20.
Double 10 for a 2-leg lead and put him 2 legs away from a last 16 place. That's exactly what he's
Vincent to throw first.
done, the Diamond.
Yeah, and a potential meeting with the World Grand Prix winner, Daryl Gurney, should he overcome Andy Bolton. Later on, one of the 8 matches taking place in the evening session. Gurney last up. Number 5 seed here this weekend, the Ulsterman.
140.
Bunting Idams on the way. Ian White with another big score to start off this leg.
140.
Ton 40 for Vincent, but he's already chasing in this match and chasing in this leg.
Wow, Ian White, this is just incredible.
127.
Leg 5.
Yeah, 107, round about that for Ian White at the minute.
140.
Yeah, leg 5, 140, 177, 168, 121, 137, 140 in the last leg, 140 and 127 so far in this one, and another biggie on the cards.
100.
Just a tip.
Well, Vincent's left a bogey number. Ian White, the 134. Typically, Ian White goes sort of traditional routes for big checkouts like this. I don't think we'll see him go treble 18 tops. I think he'll go straight at the treble 20. Or treble 5, I suppose that's an option. And a single 1.
35. Vincent, you require
35
40.
to leave 99. Well, let's never discuss that visit again, Ian.
Game shot on the 7th there.
Don't need to. 4-3 Vincent.
Well, okay, it's a holder throw for Van der Voort,
Voort,
so no great damage done for Ian White. This is the important stuff now, though. 2 holes of throw here. And, well, if he's taken that far, 2 holes of throw, and he's in the business once again here.
123.
Shame about that last dart again.
Keegan Brown was very impressive.
Is that? Sorry, just been distracted by some movement over on
the
the
equipment being hoiked around backstage here. Keegan Brown very impressive today. Alan
60.
Norris a 97 average himself. Johnny Clayton got the job done against Gerwyn Price in their all-Welsh clash. Michael Smith, despite injury, averaged 96.
140.
Dave Chisnall edging that one with James Wilson, neither of them really firing. And Joe Cullen, again, we said he thought it was spectacular for the first 4 legs, Joe Cullen. Not
41.
shy about bigging himself up. Only a 90 average, but again, too much for Steve West. But right now, Ian White with the performance of the day so far.
Yes, you would have to say so.
However, despite all that, it's a 10-darter, 13-darter. Despite all that,
he's not there yet.
well, he's in very
140.
real danger of having his throw
121.
broken here, and Vincent would have the throw, and he'd go, well, probably become favourite for this game if he can get this leg in the bag.
81. In your
Leaves him
137.
tops. Treble 20, treble 19, double 10.
This would be a heck of a steal, but it's not going to happen for him.
Nice and high in.
97.
That'll do.
Vincent, you require
But he
40.
has to hope that Vincent misses. And Vincent hasn't missed a dart at double yet.
Game
And
shot
that
on the 8th there.
continues.
Vincent Van der
4
Voort.
out of 4 for Vincent Van der Voort. 4-4 in the game.
Aim
And
on.
despite Ian White's electric stuff, it's not enough right now against Vincent, who is clinical.
It must be a bit demoralising and a bit dispiriting that for Ian White, because he has played so well. Some excellent power scoring from Diamond White, and yet he's got really, at this stage, nothing to show for his efforts. It's effectively now a best-of-3 encounter, and he just looks to maybe have had the stuffing taken out of him slightly here. Just a visit of 60 there from Ian White to start things off, which is very much out of character as far as this match is concerned.
Well, is this another example of somebody coming up against Ian White on the European Tour and producing something very special to beat him? Because Ian White has been doing all the eye-catching stuff, but Vincent Van der Voort has not missed a single dart at double, and that has put him in the box seat right now. Look at that. And Ian White's averaging 103 and hit 50% of his
60.
doubles, and he's not enough.
Yeah, the average has dipped as well for White. But
140.
that will do his average the world of good, but it's not really about the averages right now. It's about just doing the right stuff at the right time and just keeping Van der Voort at bay, and that's not proving very easy at all. But Van der Voort, well, he has found the trouble with the final dart in hand there, just to keep himself interested here. Well, Ian White.
Well, he's not got 62 left, has he?
No.
96. Vincent, you require 141.
That makes more sense. Leaves him 106. Vincent Van der Voort. He's not going to take out the 141, but Ian White, all his brilliant play throughout this game,
And you require 106.
he may have to take out this 106 finish now. Otherwise, it could slip away from him. And it's still on, but not anymore.
And a great illustration of how
you require 36.
cruel this game can be and how you can take nothing for granted whatsoever. Despite how well you're scoring in the midway point of the game, Van der Voort, 5 from 5. And this must be a real, genuine 24-carat sickener for Ian White.
60.
Ian White, how is your luck? People have thrown a succession of 100 averages at you on the European Tour and ended your hopes early. And Vincent Van der Voort, despite being, for large portions of this match, 10 points behind on the averages, His clinical finishing
58.
and hitting the right shot at the right time has turned it to his advantage. And a 180 to start this leg. He has stolen the darts. And I think the diamond may be
94.
dumped out despite 100 average and what looks like a sparkling display.
And that's it. You can break the stats down all you like, but as he said, Dan, he could go out of this with a really healthy average, 50% of his doubles, and yet he could end up losing this one 6-4. It's absolutely unbelievable. But Van der Voort
140
is not showing any signs of let up here whatsoever. He's down to a finish of 87, and White has work to do.
Well, he's not going to leave a finish. Vincent van der Voort's going to get match darts.
96.
He doesn't have to use the
Vincent
bullseye
Uruguay,
route.
87.
If he doesn't get a dart for the double in this visit, he's going to come back and get match darts.
55.
There we go. Double 16 for Vincent van der Voort. I mean, the average has just been climbing and climbing and climbing for Vincent van der Voort. And it's up to 98 right now. And he is 100% on his doubles. He has not missed a single dart at double in this match. For a 6 out of 6 and a 6-4 win, well, that's not going to happen. It won't matter if double 4 goes. This game makes no sense.
He was 5 from 5, and when he needed just one more double, he's now 5 from 8, and Ian White looking at double 18 to take us into an 11th and deciding leg. And I hope that camera does not fall on my head, because we are into a decider, and this is just hugely gripping. Brilliant entertainment from these two. Van der Voort throwing first in the decider.
A baffling game of darts. Ian White looked to be bossing it and still found himself surviving match darts. Vincent van der Voort could not miss a double. And yet then he misses 3 match darts right at the end. Who wins this? I don't know. Just when you think something's going to happen, the opposite happens.
140.
140s apiece to start this last leg decider.
Well, pass me a coin. I need to flip it.
140.
Ton 40, ton 40, ton 40. Ooh. Welcome sight for Vincent van der Voort, this.
81.
Well, he's found a trouble with the last dart. Just a bit of a window of opportunity here for van der Voort. 201 away. Well, little slip up there.
196 remaining.
45.
Not down to a finish. Ian White has hit 180 in this match. He would give any money to produce a second here. Well, there's one. Again, Lastine to the treble, rescues the visit. Tense, nervy stuff. It has been a fascinating game. It's been a confusing game. It's not made a great deal of sense. But Vincent van der Voort has produced a magnificent setup shot. He gave himself 3 match darts in the last leg and missed all of them. He's given himself another 3 match darts here. Can he put it right?
50. Vincent Uruguay 40.
And Ian White can't get anywhere close. He's down to a finish, but I suspect that could well be that. Although van der Voort is once again struggling for the doubles. Double 10, 1 dart in hand.
Game shot.
Oh, would you believe it? He takes it out. 5 out of 5, and then he misses 5 on the spin, and then he wraps it up double 10. And that was, well, it's just another illustration of what a bonkers game this can be. And Ian White, not for the first time this year on the European Tour, suffers another head-scratching defeat that just leaves you wondering exactly how that happened. Vincent van der Voort goes through, and he could well face the World Grand Prix winner Daryl Gurney in the last 16 tomorrow. Gurney facing Andy Bolton later on tonight. Van der Voort's little wonder, he has a wry smile there, because he knows he could well have been easily beaten there. Some terrific scoring for Ian White in legs 5, 6 and 7, but it's not really what you do about in legs 5, 6 and 7. It's all about what you do in the final reckoning, and Vincent van der Voort just about had enough there to get himself over the line. Bunting Idam's on the way. Let's grab a quick word with the latest winner at the Lochella. Terrific entertainment as the fans chant the name of Vincent van der Voort.
Yeah, amazing, really. really. No, oh no, Holland.
Yeah, don't say that, don't say that.
Come on, let him sing that. Oh no, Holland.
So let's talk about darts. For me, it was a match which showed that your confidence is really much better than a couple of weeks or months ago. You know, after this 10th leg where you should have won that match, you played a great leg again. That was good.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in a much better place than I was a year ago, and I had so much back problems, and it's still there. Today I had a lot of problems, but I'm playing 5 days out of the 6, and I have to do something about it tonight, or else I'm not going to play tomorrow. But I will get treatment hopefully tonight. Hopefully somebody from the PDC Europe can arrange something for me, or else this is it for me.
Okay, so looking forward to that. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Vincent. Vincent van der Voort. Sagt ja, fühlt sich gut. Der Rücken bereitet